อันนี้ตั้งแต่เฮาเฮ็ดทหารมาเนาะรับปี1967เนาะเฮาเฮ็ดทหารลำเมิดออกแล้วปี1976ออกแล้วทหารปลดปล่อยหมดประเทศลาวลายอยู่อำนาจนะตรงนั้นอันนี้ถือว่าอากาศที่ระเบิดนี่มาหลายกว่า2 ล้านต้นอยู่ในประเทศลาว
The fighting went on in Laos unbeknown to most of the world. It is the most bombed country there is. We thought Cambodia was bad. We thought Vietnam was bad. But Laos is the worst. MiVAC is an Australian charity and it stands for Mine Victims and Clearance. It was in fact started in 2002 by sappers or engineers who were tunnel rats in the Vietnam War. They really know the issues about mines and bombs. Since then, we have done a lot of work in Southeast Asia. We have done work in Cambodia. We have done work in Vietnam. We have done work in Sri Lanka. And then we found Laos. In the first village that we ever went into, there was 65 bombs that we took out of the village. Now, we cleared school grounds in Cambodia, but here in Laos, there were bombs in the playground.
ปัญหาใหญ่ของระเบิดนี้ที่ว่าต่ำลุงนี่ที่เว้าที่หูที่ว่าระเบิดใหญ่เนี่ยก็บางเอิญก็บ่แตกบางเอิญก็บ่แตกเนาะแต่ว่ายัง 30% ยังบ่ทันได้แตกอยู่ประเทศลาวนี่นะยังบ่ได้แตกแล้วบัดนี้ล่ะบรรดาพ่อแม่ป้าสมไปเฮ็ดอยู่ให้กินนี้แล้วไปทางให้ทำสวนก็แตกเนาะก็มีเนาะนี่อย่าขอเนาะตรงนั้น
There are 15 foundries in Laos. There are no deliveries of iron ore over there. It's all from scrap metal.
Every 2 or 3 days, somebody will put some live bombs in the foundry and it explodes. Yeah? Yeah, every few days.
I see. Yeah. And how much do you pay for scrap steel? And who gets the scrap metal? The families that have no jobs. Because what happens is the foundries provide the metal detectors, which they get from Vietnam for about $10, and then they lend them to the kids. They lend them to the families. We've got whole families out there doing it. And of course, whole families and children and adults getting blown up all the time. One of the things about the clearance of these mines is that we actually partner with an organisation called PCL. And with PCL, we have actually been involved in training teams of UXO clearance people.
Once you complete the course, you'll be working with PCL, and they are conducting the course in conjunction with MiVAC.
แต่ก่อนมาเรียนเก็บกู้ระเบิดดีเฮ็ดซัวนะก่อนเขามาเฮ็ดเวียกเก็บกู้ระเบิดตอนไปเฮ็ดเวียกนำพี่เซลเขาจะมีบอนพักเช้าและมีผู้ซักเครื่องและค่าอาหารการกิน น้ำเพื่อต้องการพิสูจน์และอยากมีความรู้และต้องการช่วยเหลือประชาชนทุกเผ่าเพื่อความปลอดภัยของเขาเจ้า
At the completion of our training, you will all be level 1 technicians.
หลังจากเราเรียนแล้วคือว่า
เท่าที่หูเขาบอกว่า30 พันตอนเรียน30 พันบัดผมแล้วว่า50 พันสิเพิ่มให้อยู่คันเรียนแล้ว
The good thing about this is that they will get employment from any other UXO organisation in Laos that are involved in mine clearing. You are the first team that MiVAC has paid for the training to be a UXO technician. We are very proud to do that because now you are going to go on from here and be employed by PCL doing actual clearance, earning money for yourselves and earning money for your village.
เนาะคืออันเดี๋ยวนี้เพิ่นสิเว้าผู้เดียวนะเพราะว่าอันน่ะเพิ่นด้วย
Thank you. Sure, dear.
I've been involved in bomb clearance for, at least in this region, for pretty close to 17 years. In Cambodia before here, I've been involved in managing different NGOs, and then in 2004 we formed PCL as a commercial company. Why I formed PCL was simply that I saw a lot of, I won't say wastage, because anything that gets done to help these people helps these people, but there's ways and means of actually being able to apply the dollar on the ground better. And as a commercial company was really my only option. Now I can apply best practices, techniques to clearing as much as I can for the dollar that's provided. We're clearing a lot of land for way less dollars than anyone else.
What we have here is one of the PCL clearance areas. Conservan, the team leader, is approaching the site before we are allowed to walk on the site.
You end up with an awful lot of inefficiency through just not having the time on the ground. Whereas the way we do things is we move the people to an area, they stay in the area, we have very little drive time, very little downtime. 10-minute break is a 10-minute break. Our supervisors understand that good time management means more land cleared every day.
And what happens after he's found the readings, he will then come back and excavate those particular readings. What we have is a BLU 26. This is the most common cluster munition found in Laos, next to the 3B. And the 3B is the one that's shaped like a pineapple. It has an effective kill radius of anything within 5 metres will be killed. It has an effective lethal fatality radius of 30 metres, but it does shoot its ball bearings out to 100 metres, which can cause serious harm and injury. They require a demolition of 100 grams of TNT to destroy. And under no circumstances does PCL allow the movement of any cluster munition, especially the BLU 26s.
The other thing that we were told about when we were there was that there was a communal rice paddy. When they plough the rice field, it's only ploughed to a very shallow depth. Why? Because there are bombs and bombies through it. 2 years ago, 2 of the people in the village were killed as a result of a bomb going off. They know that there were more mines in that rice paddy. It was only 10 hectares. 87 mines we took out of there.
With reference to the cost of clearance, the larger the area, obviously the cheaper you can amortise the figures across the hectares or square metres or square kilometres, whatever you're clearing for people. On average, for the humanitarian clearance that we've done for MiVAC, it's cost around about $1,500 to $1,600 a hectare. You know, so 15 to 16 cents a square metre is not bad. On average, others are double and sometimes triple and beyond that figure. If you're talking in terms of wanting to help people, aid money should be like any other money, in my opinion. If, for example, the Australian government wants a job done in Australia, they tender it on the AusTender website and it goes out to tender. The most competitive, most efficient, most professional bid will win it. There's far more efficiency involved in that process. So why can't humanitarian aid be the same? The government has a responsibility to spend aid money equally as well as what it does to spend taxpayers' money on infrastructure. And so it should be a tender process. Commercial, humanitarian, what does it matter if one company is for profit and one company is not? If the tender winner can produce more land for the dollar at the same quality. Everyone is certified here. You cannot do clearance in this country unless you have accreditation from the regulatory authority. So we have to abide by the same rules as the humanitarian clearance do. So if it went to tender and we won it, then that has to be the best thing for the end user, doesn't it? And that's what aid's all about.
Hi, it's Dick Smith here. Every dollar you donate helps the people affected by these bombs. So I ask you to give. It'll make you feel good.